Our all restoration druid in raid got a little bit butchered, so we can use the same playstyle as before. So we need to little bit tweak it. Now we usually don't have set pieces. Maybe there will be new talents, there will be new tricks with set pieces, but let's say nobody has set pieces yet. You need to be very lucky and to have very good guild that want to do set pieces for your healers, not DPS and tanks first. So let's hop straight to it. So first it's stats. You are blasting Haze and Mastery, that's your priority. Haze is even more important than Mastery, so with Haze you should go even for 7000 easily now with the new season. And Mastery behind that, then the rest of the stats Versa Critical, it doesn't really matter what you choose from there. From talents you don't have many changes between the bosses. Now we sacrifice our Cormoke because Flourish is not what it used to be. So our procs from Flourish is also not as good as before. Now we are taking Tree of Life, also we are taking another talent that make our Tree of Life reduce cooldowns and is spawning our Groove Guardians, but will be healing even more with the 2 set. Otherwise we choose not taking Waking Dream, we are choosing Tranquil Mind because it will be even more important when we have 4 piece, so I guess you can be prepared for that, but the 3 regrowths will be a little bit more important now than before because your mana is a little bit even more scuffed than before. You losing Rashok is already nerfed a lot, is mana gain, or rather mana regeneration for you from Rashok, and you don't have 20 rejuvenations for free spawn of regrowths. So yeah, it will be a little bit mana issues in the raid. Maybe with the trees we changed our tactics a little, but Druid is overall not so good in raids that he will be in the dungeon. In dungeons, magnificent. Some general information about gameplay changes before I go through specific spells. Then what we lost from previous season. We lost Abundant stacks, now it's covered on 12 stacks, it's, open talents, it's covered on 12 stacks instead of unlimited, so 20 plus, you had free of mana cost, regular at 100% critical, now it's covered on 12 stacks, that's a huge change. Then our Luxuriant Soil got nerfed by 33%, because before it was 3% chance to spawn new regeneration or rejuvenation, now it's just 2% with 2 points. And of course our Flourish got massive nerf. That's why we are choosing now Incarnation, Tree of Life. Also because there is new synergy with Scenario's Guidance, and that means you are spawning Groove Guardians every 10 seconds when you have that cooldown up, and every Groove Guardian will shorten cooldown of our Tree of Life. So with combine of Reforestation, we are getting another Tree of Guardian, we are shortening Tree of Life, and also we are mostly using Tree of Life, so now we are focusing to have as much uptime of Tree of Life as possible, and doing that spamming Wild Growth and Rejuvenation. And that 2 ability will be our best 2 abilities in the raid that will heal the most from everything. Maybe Nourish will come later, but we don't have said it, right? So to now about rotational priority, whatever you want to call it. First topmost priority is to keep life on yourself. Always on yourself, you have just 1, not like dungeons, because when you have on yourself, your priority heals 20% faster. So all the time, keep it on yourself. Second thing to keep always under the raid is of course our shiny circle, is our fluorescence. Then we are spamming Groove Guardians. When there is something to heal, just click, spam them. They are really cheap on mana, they are not costing you even global cooldown, so between any ability you are clicking, and if there is something to heal, it's never bad time to click Groove Guardian. And then we have Swiftment with Wild Growth. He should usually cast them together, because Wild Growth have buff Soul Forest and is increased by 50% if you use it after Swiftment. Also it's increasing regular rejuvenation, but in raid it's definitely much better to just use it, that 50% buff for Wild Growth. Swiftmen have a little bit longer duration than Wild Growth, so in case you really need to heal AoE right now, or just AoE damage is just stopping, just use it without it, but usually you should cast them together. And of course it's better if you cast them in Tree of Life, because that's a 200 shot cast, but you're spamming it on cooldown, so if you have it in Tree of Life, just priority, click it. Next priority is to cast Regrowth, but this time cast Regrowth with clear casting. That means it's free of mana cost. So when you see shiny clear casting proc, just cast Regrowth. Then we are getting to our rejuvenation spam. That's our main ability in the raid. And we are just clicking. 20 stacks, doesn't care anymore. Of course 12 is best, but 12 is not so hard to achieve than 20. 12 is much easier to keep. It just few less clicks, almost 50% less, well, almost I can just say 40%, that's much easier. So we'll no longer just paying attention, we need 20 and then just keep it over 20 so we can cast 3 regrowths. Of course we want ideally 12, so regrowth is cheaper, but it doesn't really matter as much as before. So just now classic, you need to heal a lot, you're spreading rejuvenations. If you don't need to heal that much, just let it drop. We are not spawning 3 regrowths, so you can chill for no damage phases to just save some mana because you really needed it. Again, as with Wild Growth, it's best to cast it when you have 3 of life uptime, and because it's healing 50% more, that's massive, absolutely massive, and costing 30% less mana. So when you have 3 of life, spam rejuvenations. Of course, if you have cooldown for Wild Growth, use that Swiftman Wild Growth, bam, in 3, then continue spamming rejuvenations. And now, as the last point, is to cast regrowths. This one is not clear casting regrowths. So the last thing to do in raid is just spam some regrowths, so we just do a little bit more healing. Keep in mind it will be costing you a little bit more extra mana than before, because this raid is just 60% mana cost, not 100%. But if you need to save somebody or you have some extra mana and you have a lot of rejuvenation, that's what you do. You just spam regrowths. But really keep your eye on mana right now because it's not free anymore. So take care about that. Now about cooldowns. From the cooldowns, first one, let's talk about Nature Swiftness. Is when somebody is really dying and need to heal it fast. It's making your regrow instant, but it's also increasing your regrow healing by 100%. So it's healing even more. And if you don't need to save somebody alive but you still need healing, just click here on cooldown to just save some mana, because it's that regrowth is not only healing 100% more, but it's also 100% cheaper. So no, cheaper. I should just say free of mana cost. That's a little bit easier. Flourish nerfed 82%. I was counting, I think. Yeah. So now it's not such a big deal to where to time Flourish, where to use it. It's shorter even cooldown, so try to use it as much as possible. And of course the best use of Flourish now is for extended duration of HOTS, but of course 25% faster healing. It's something to know about, or something good to use. I have still old set pieces, so I still have a longer duration of Flourish that increase healing time, but it's very little, well, very little, much less than before. So use it as often as possible. Of course, it's best to use after you apply a lot of HOTS on the target, so you're increasing heal from much more HOTS and you extend much more HOTS. Then we have Tranquility, it's classic AoE for whole raid, classic raid healing cooldown, and just cast it, you heals, but we have also nice addition. We have next talent, this Dream State, and it's decreasing cooldown of our abilities by 20 seconds. So try to have Tree of Life, Flourish, maybe even Wild Growth on cooldown when you are just casting Tranquility, so you get some nice cooldowns back. Innervate is reducing our mana cost by 100%, so anytime we are going to spam more heals, just click Innervate and start blasting. Best what to do during Innervate is like replace Efflorescence is good choice, and also just spam Rejuvenation, just rejuvenation. That's what we usually do during Innervate. We use a lot of mana during that, so it will save us a lot. And now our new play toy is Incarnation, Tree of Life. So with Tree of Life you have Empire abilities. What we care about that is our Rejuvenation and Wild Growth. Rejuvenation is healing 50% more, costing 30% less mana, and Wild Growth is hitting 2 more targets. Regrowth is because this regrowth is just instant, it's not healing more. So we don't really care about regrowth. Of course we have clear casting is good to use because it's instant, you don't need to waste your time just casting that regrowth. And as you see, we are spawning now shiny trees, they are just blasting and healing, also shortening our cooldown for Tree of Life when you have trees. Don't forget, it just ended so I cannot show it. Don't forget when you use like Kitty ability for movement or something like that, then when you get back to your form, it's not automatically a Tree of Life again. You need to click cooldown again to reactivate it. So keep in mind, when you go to the kitty, you go to the bear, then you want to come back, you need to click on ability again. You can just freely kick and you get that form, but you don't have automatically. So it's not like replacing your basic form, it's just another form applied to you. So yeah, check that if you use some cooldown or for movement speed ability or something roll, you automatically to the bear, you need to click that ability again to get tree back. So a little bit inconvenient there, but it's working nowadays, so it is what it is. So of course, when we are focusing on Rejuvenation and Wild Growth because it's best in the tree form, that's our priority, what to cast there. Wild Growth is high priority, of course, because it's a longer cooldown. Rejuvenation is not on cooldown, So when you don't have Vigrowth, you are spamming rejuvenations. Also 3 is increasing all our healing by 15%, so if nothing special we are going to spam during that duration, it's still nice, it's still increasing everything. So that will be all from me. I hope it's understandable. I hope you won't be too sad when you be here healing in the raid and you will have 0 mana and other people, other classes will heal much more. But maybe with the set will be a little bit better, but we just need to wait and see. Definitely there will be some balance on healers from Blizzard, but maybe they're just waiting for people to get sets and then will be some balance. So we need to see that, because I guess that balance was in mind that you will be have set pieces. So yeah, think about liking the video, click the subscribe, it helps a lot, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.